And if you know my daughter, tell her I love her and that I never left her. Her daddy was taken.
Hello, it's February 2024, and this video is about something that has deep inspiration. And in fact, it left me speechless and even emotional. Now, several nights ago, I had recorded and made a video very late at night, spoken from the heart, and posted it for whatever it was worth. And that was inspired by another conversation that I had with someone else, and that segued into 3 other tangents. And then I had someone comment to that video, and I wasn't expecting that comment, like the meaning of it and the contents or whatever. It just left me speechless, literally speechless. And I've been thinking about it quite a bit. Now, I ended up replying to that person. His name is John Ramses. He has his own YouTube channel and his own website, and I'll get to that in a moment. But I did reply to John, and since we've just been in some brief correspondence through another online social media group. And let me tell you, his story is, wow. And there's a lot of things that I can relate to with his story. For example, false accusations, false narratives, wrongful convictions. The only difference between him and myself is, at least I had working knowledge of law in the country that I was born in and lived in all my life. So, but before I briefly go over his story, over the years I've mentioned high profile cases of injustice and so forth, such as Daniel Holtzclaw and Stephen Avery. I've mentioned even less famous cases like Leslie Voss and talked about his story. And over the many years I've met many men, for example, who have shared their stories, and you've never heard of. One individual, his name is Andy. He's going through his own version of what John has been going through. And these types of stories are just wow. And I would like to really highlight John's story here in this video and just kind of go over some highlights. And there's some information that he told me just recently that it's just craziness. So this person, John, he's an American, ended up living in Australia, married an Australian woman, and they had a child, a daughter. And as it happens in today's world, things go south very bad. And the mother decided to create a false narrative about John, false accusation of sexual assault. That way she didn't have to have him in her life or their daughter's life. And he ended up going to prison for many years. And then when he was done with prison, long story short, he was sent back to the States, where he has been living ever since, and really missing his daughter. And he's done some videos specifically for his daughter if she ever finds him, so you can watch and hear him talk and tell his story or whatever it is that he wants to share with her. He also has a website. Now his channel and his website, I'll leave the links in the description box below. You can check that out, subscribe to him, show him support. But when you start looking into his story, it's a tragedy. And I know he's not the only one, but I'm still lost for words. As I'm talking, I'm thinking about what he wrote, his videos that I've seen so far, and going through his website, and I don't know what to say. It's a living nightmare for him. So that's really the point of this particular video, was just to get his story out there, keep his story alive. And I'm just going to close off by tying this all in, for example, with how we see feminism, how destructive feminism is, and this whole believe all women, the nonsense and everything else. How, in this example, those who are alleging oppression and all this other stuff are actually the ones that are doing it themselves. And the whole judicial system, primarily here in the West, the Western countries, is geared in favor of women, and it's destroying many lives. And what can be done about it? There are other cultures that have the opposite, from what we're told anyway. So I guess you just end up living wherever it is that you're born or moved to, and deal with how things are. But yeah, just, give John Ramses a shout out, subscribe to his channel, and if you're someone that can help him, whether it be through various appeals that he's looking for, or maybe something to do with his daughter, be sure to contact him. He would probably really appreciate that very much. Not probably, he would. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share.
Listen to this and write it down if you can't remember it. You're never going to outgrow warfare. You simply must learn to fight. I hear people saying to me, oh, when is it going to get easier? When you die.